All right, we apologize about some of the stream issues. I think we should be good now. Shot clock expiring for Academy as it's dumped into the corner here. Tied up at 1, under 2 minutes to play now in the first. Sent up to Connor Vergie.
A lot of back and forth here in the first quarter. Both teams just trying to find their flow offensively. Good defense being played here.
Merchep inside. Oh, a backhand goal. Incredible stuff from LA. That was O'Brien tried inside.
LA doing a great job isolating just the center entry pass into the center. Hard to get defensive help back there into that space, and took advantage of that isolation and found the opportunity.
Sent back to Pantaleon. LA up by 1 here. Minute and a half to play in the first. Vertical down the right-hand side.
Great battle in 2 meters here.
Karkari up top, over to the wing. Back to Karkari. Field block in front. Nice hands from, I believe that was O'Brien tried again.
LA really working for their opportunity here. Setting up those quick passes into set. Again, leading to the opportunity of a man up. Those quick passes off the transition you're gonna find that are gonna lead to success.
Hilda Jones picks up the earned exclusion in center on Karkari. 6 on 5 for LA. Nice rescue there from Bronson after he lost it off his fingertips. Then he sends it wide on the shot.
Just 35 seconds left here in this quarter.
Ordinary earned by Eric Killian. Back up top for Vertigal. And over to Karkari.
A few just kind of slips of the ball out of the hand here. I'm wondering if there's some sunscreen on there or what's going on. 3 seconds left here.
Shot goes wide. LA coach wanting Zachary Rhodes to go up to mid, help out on offense as we end the first here. We will step aside. We'll be right back in just a second for the second. Be right back. Set up Second quarter started for this game between Academy and LA. LA up 1 as we start the second. Vertigal over to 2, Karkari, and back to Vertigal.
Academy facing a strong presser by LA, but forcing LA back into a zone here. Great efforts out of the 2-meter position, earning an exclusion. LA is going to have an opportunity for a man up. Excuse me. Academy will have an opportunity for a man up.
Carter Loth earning the exclusion on Aaron Carnoan. Looking for the shot. Tried to send it cross cage. Far side was Ryder Dodd, and it got blocked in front. Karkari now picking it up and over to Raquelian. Finds Vertical on the wing. And a tip in front again. That ball goes high.
Academy definitely taking their time on that 6-5 opportunity, but it's hard to fake the ball 3 or 4 times and then try to pass it through quite a few hands. That's where movement and sliding and finding that open lane is super important.
Gage Vertigal got excluded and then picked up a penalty as well.
This is LA's opportunity to get up by 1 more 3 points here.
Scoring there is Jacob Merchep. So LA up 3-1. Right here at the start of the second period. Urkellian earning the ordinary. Down by 2 is Academy. And they are going to earn another exclusion. And then a 5-meter in front.
Find that there was an ejection out of the 2-meter position, then a quick pass to see if they couldn't finish quickly on the 6-on-5, which led to a 5-meter. A series of events, and looks like better opportunities for Academy here.
So Vergi picks up a penalty and an exclusion, and then a goal from Academy. Ryder Dodd on the 5-meter, and so both teams pick up an exclusion and a penalty back to back. Coppin to Merchep for LA. Looking inside water, and contra foul on Hilda Jones. He had great positioning there.
Jones had great position, a little high out of the water, and got caught pushing on the defense too high. It's important to stay low in all those positions in the 2-meter.
Ball slips out of the hands of Dodd once again. Karkari far side for Urkellian. Loth over to Karkari. Near side for Dodd again. Dodd tried to float one. And Rhodes, an easy save there.
Not a bad shot selection, just had to find it a little bit deeper into the cage, but goalie was pulled out, a little out of position.
Ordinary earned by LA as the ball comes over to Kakura. Inside water, trying to earn it there was Merchep, halfway underwater.
Merchep trying to create something there for their offense.
Just couldn't keep a hold of the ball. Now Karkari, 3-on-2 developing as he sends it across for Raquelian. A great save by Rhodes.
Again, this is not a high-scoring game, not a lot of goals in the back of the cage, and so they're having to go back and forth in these possessions. Find their legs, there it is.
Tends to tire you out a lot more. Vonderveit scores for LA, back up by 2 now with 5 minutes to play in the second. Both teams making some changes here. Like you were saying, get tired out there going back and forth and not many breaks. as defense has been a big part of this game so far.
When it is low-scoring games, there's a lot of back and forth and not a lot of breaks in swimming. It really comes down to a battle of fitness, you know, who's going to come out on top, who's going to find their legs, who's going to find that extra bit of energy when it matters.
Larson tried to throw it down low.
A little bit of a hot pass skims right across the face of the 2-meter player. Academy kind of scrambling here, looking to cover.
Beautiful quick passing.
Again, these guys on the Academy roster are just learning each other and figuring out, you know, how do they play, where do they need to be, kind of organizing how they flow together as a roster, and not getting a lot of reps. That can be challenging. There has to be a lot of communication going on for them as they're learning. And a lot of times, you know, you think they have it, then they don't. That's where you're finding someone wide open in front of the cage at 3 meters.
Blashaw on that last goal for LA. Academy trying to get a goal back on the board as that shot is sent off the corner post from Ben Larson. Counterattack for LA. Earning the ordinary is Horman. Sends it out to Merchep inside. Too much traffic.
Merchep was hoping to get something out of that great placed pass, but unfortunately the defense was there.
Vertical now for Academy. We'll send it up top for Notskayan. Beautiful pass inside.
That's right. I mean, the placement right on the hand of the center, that is ideal. Didn't even have to move much, just grab the ball, rotated the wrist, and flicked it in.
Arienti on the goal, the assist from Notsakian.
LA going to work here.
Merchep turns inside, earns the ordinary. We'll send it down to the wing for O'Brien.
Merchep just making defense just a little bit uncomfortable here as he's constantly moving, looking for that extra
He's
inch.
all over the place.
That was interesting. You don't see that often. I think he caught it with his left hand, popped it up, and tried to push it in with his right.
Tough shot.
That's a lot going on, and to maintain your legs and the height in the water.
Tall task for Carnoan as he sent it wide. Good defense from LA.
Both teams looking for opportunities out of the 2-meter position, but a little bit of tight positioning defense is right where they need to be.
Across to Vonderveit, earning it ordinary. And then an exclusion on Vertigal. That is his third, I believe, after he picked up 2 earlier. 6-on-5 for LA. Up top.
Drop passes on a 6-on-5 can be challenging. It definitely eats the time in the clock, but no doubt LA finds the back of the cage, cross cage, low corner.
Bryce Horman on the goal for LA, and a 3-goal lead now. Just over 2 minutes to play in the second period.
Great patience there. You can also see on that shot how he continued to move up and better his angle to find that cross cage.
Ball goes up to Karkari for Academy here. Pantaleon over to Herkelian and back to Pantaleon. Up top.
Great balance here. You can see Academy working together. Their 2-meter play is pushing hard to get back onto that 2-meter line, creating a lot of space for the perimeter to tack in and really spread that defense out. really making LA have to make a choice. Am I back on the 2-meter player, or am I moving out to the outside person? That's where these opportunities are created.
Auction off into the corner for Brosnan. Lowry back to Brosnan. Lowry up top. Finds Kelly from deep off the right post.
Inches on that one there.
Very close. Academy down 2 with 1:10 to play in the second. Looking to cut the lead down even more. Centered up top for Pantaleon. And over to Carcarry. Pantaleon, oh. Caught some water.
Off of a dropped pass here. Pulls it across his chest and says, hey, I'm going to go for it anyways, and skims it low into that near side. And sometimes that timing can be challenging for goalies. You're not expecting for someone to just kind of pull it up off the water and go for that shot. But these are the kind of opportunities you need to take when you're down by 2.
If Academy can hold here, they'll have about 20-25 seconds on the shot clock to try and tie this up. We'll see what they can do on defense. LA on the attack.
LA has Academy in a tight position here defensively, have them back, isolated with the 2-meter player. This is ideal. Didn't quite get what they were looking for.
Slips out of the hands of Hilda Jones in the center position.
25 seconds on the clock. Let's see if Academy can get one more point on the scoreboard before going into the second half of the game.
Kellian, long pass over to Sasakian.
Have some space up top here to step in and take a look.
Inside, a great pass to Castillo from Kellian.
Again, these passes straight to the center's hand. I mean, this is dry. It never even touched the water once. We typically see wet passes into the center position, but it was straight to the hand, dry. Ball never goes on the water. Staying long, leans out and finds that other side of the cage.
Academy with 3 goals to end the second, and this game is tied up at 6. After 2, we'll be back just a moment.
Now blue. Woo.
Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Alrighty. Starting the second half, tied up at 6 here.
A lot of energy coming from the LA Athletic Club coach here at halftime. A lot of whiteboard talk for the academy team. Let's see how they adjust in the second half of this game.
Nice pass into center and
rewarded. Again, the placement of the pass is crucial as they're feeding the center position to lead to these opportunities.
Carnoin is kicked out.
Academy taking their time, really rotating here and trying to find their lanes.
Great save.
New shot clock here. They'll have a few more seconds before they come even. Let's see if they take their time with this or look for the quick before coming even.
Dodd up top, down low, and just out of the hands of Castillo. Good pressure from LA on defense.
Right idea, but just covered.
Counterattack with speed the other way, LA. What a great read there by Dodd to intercept the pass. He decided to leave his attacker there, Vonder, right behind him, and opted to play the pass instead, and it worked out.
Definitely saved himself. That is a risk that we're seeing. Goalie out, stealing the ball in that center entry pass. That is a tough one. I will tell you, as a center, to receive a center entry pass and be blindsided by a goalie, whew, it's a lot of work to lose the ball that way. Super important for that to happen. Your perimeter really has to make sure they're looking like a threat to make the goalie honor that before putting that ball into set.
Mokshanov down low.
LA taking their possession there. Shot goes high and wide of the cage. Academy on the attack here. Outlet pass, taking a look at the center. LA doing a good job covering here defensively. Big movements in 2 meter.
Eric Kellyan, lots time here. Send it over. Finds Pantaleon. There's the ordinary, sends it over, shot blocked by Rhodes.
These end of the clock shots are a little bit harder to get past the goalie as it's anticipated and known by defense and the goalie that it's coming.
Pass into center and
defense lost the ball just a little bit there, and again, just left the door cracked. You got to make sure that you're fully covered so that ball doesn't slide in behind you.
a great feed down to Hilda Jones and here in the exclusion. Blasov will be taking the 5 meter and will score for LA to put them up by 1 with 5.5 to go in the third now. It is Schneider now in the goal for Academy, I should mention.
Again, this is all about, you see 6 in, 6 out on the sub. We're switching up goalies. This is all about getting opportunity for these guys on the Academy team. It's about getting their repetition. There's about 50 guys at this point who are shooting to make that roster for Youth World Championships in August this summer. And outstanding to be in National League and play against collegiate players, Olympians, an experience like they're seeing here today.
Good competition for them.
Big move out of set.
Well read by Rhodes as he makes the stop on the short side.
The center position, it's one thing to hold aside, then make the move, and then you got to finish at the end of all of it, putting the pieces together. Timeout here. LA is up.
Loth picked up an exclusion as he was getting back on defense. And so a timeout from LA as they want to organize on the power play here. Up by 1 with 4:44 to play in the third.
still a lot of water polo left to play here, but these are the opportunities to start kind of pulling away and making a larger gap in the score. When you're playing tighter games, this is what's important.
LA on the power play here as they send it up top to Marichip. Shot beautifully placed there past Schneider.
Marichep receiving the ball cross face, and you can just see him locking in, taking his time. But watch how he's moving across the face of the cage. He's just waiting patiently as he fakes to find his lane and then finds the back of the cage.
That goal gives LA a 2-goal lead here in the third. We're about halfway through now. Larson over to Notakanian. Notakanian back up top for Larson. Larson looking to shoot. Good defense here from LA.
LA doing a great job on the 2-meter players, allowing for them to press. Offensive here out of 2 meters, and away they go.
Rhodes up to Marichep as he earns the ordinary, sends it down low. Earning the ordinary that time is O'Brien. Back up top for Vergy. Bonderveit back to Vergy. Bonderveit trying to earn.
No foul here.
Bonderveit on the goal for LA, and now a 3-goal lead.
Vonderveit taking that foul, but knowing that the defender was no longer in front of him in that positioning and taking advantage of that. No hands in front of him.
Lots
found
of
the
space.
Back of the cage.
Yeah. So Academy was down 3 with a few minutes to go in the second. They score 3 to tie it up, and now LA answering back with 3 of their own and back to a 3-goal lead. Academy with it again. Notakanian back over to Castillo. Near side for Dodd. Back up top, Castillo. Notakanian under pressure. Castillo tried to feed center, and underwater it was Loth. Couldn't get all of it, and a save from Rhodes.
Playing a double poster, it's hard when the pool's not split by them. Inviting the other 2-meter defender to come in and steal that ball.
Boshoff a quick attack as he sends that shot high. Schneider to start things for Academy. Under 3 minutes to go in the third now.
Academy pushing their counterattack, looking for opportunity, but now setting up and slowing it down. You can tell they're taking care of each possession and really looking for those opportunities.
Hagen over to Castillo again. Castillo shooting. Hits a hand in front. That was Horman with the block in front.
Got LA working for an opportunity here down on the 2-meter line.
Nice read from Ryder Dodd. He cuts off the pass.
Ryder Dodd has found his hand on a few steals here today. Proactive in finding those lanes. Opportunity here for Academy.
Nice feed to Castillo. Oh, a wonderful intercept there from Connor Vergy as he reads the pass perfectly. Nice outlet down to Hildy. Hildy Jones. Oh, a block from Schneider. Nice positioning there with the arm as he blocks it out of play.
Spending that energy on that counter attack, receiving the ball, did a good job kind of finding the defender there on his back and snapping off, but couldn't quite find his legs there at the end to get the ball in the back of the cage.
Ball in at the 2-meter now as they send it up top for Marichep again. Vergy back to Marichep. Near side, looking, Vergy into center, and earning the exclusion is Hilda Jones. A fresh shot clock for LA. Kicked out is Ben Larson. Up top to Horman. Marichep. Vergy, nice pass right into the hand of Vergy. Got all of it, but just blocked there by Schneider. Pantaleon up to Ryder Dodd for Academy. Under a minute to play now in the third. Shot clock already down to 5. Hagen below the 2-meter.
Big field block here by LA. Deep in a zone, but stayed big up on their legs and on their arms and not allowing Academy through. New shot clock here.
Dodd to the wing for Hagen. Up top. Shot clock expiring at 3 now. Shooting another field block in front. Back the other way for LA.
LA slowing it down just a little bit. The on the fly sub coming into even.
Nice diving block there from Schneider to knock it out of play. That shot from deep.
Academy getting organized on their defense, but LA already in motion before the ball's in play.
Vonderwright looking for a pass as he sends it up top for Marichep. That will end the third. A 3-goal lead for LA. They score the only 3 goals in the third and go into the fourth with a 3-goal lead. We'll be right back.
Running out. They need to score.
Lola, we need you. Get in there.
But wait, Coach Kerkorian has just subbed in their secret weapon, Lola the dog. She shoots. She scores! Yeah!
They have equal shots on cage.
Both teams with 24 shots on goal each.
Coming into this game, LA Athletic Club is at 9, USA Academy at 6. We just watched Olympic Club play USC in the last game, coming into the fourth quarter just like this and ending in a shootout. As we know, there's a lot of time left in a fourth quarter and a lot can happen.
Ball goes back to Mokshanov. Mokshanov looking to shoot this. Slipped out of his hand. Seen a lot of that today. Roston back to Mokshanov. Ball goes inside and an exclusion on Ben Larson.
Looking
inside, oh wow.
Looking for the quick, but funneled straight to the goalie there.
A good look from Latero right in front of Schneider, and Schneider is there to shut him down. Larson with it again for Academy as he sends it over to Dodd. Down the wing and another exclusion. This time it's on LA. Brosnan on the exclusion and a timeout from Academy.
Quite a few earned ejections out of set today away from the play, right? So what does that mean? It means that the centers are working hard away from the ball coming in, and they're earning some opportunities for their team. It takes some effort to just set yourself up and go to battle with the defender and work for those calls. It takes some patience too and just some calmness, right? You don't want to be playing big or out of the water, over the top. It's just consistent effort.
Blocks also playing a big part, at least in terms of shots. LA with 15 blocks as opposed to Academy's only 8 blocks and the even number of shots. So a lot more opportunities from LA. As they are blocking a little more than half of the shots that they are receiving on them.
It's a great opportunity for Academy after a huddle to see what they can come up with. Moving into a rotation here, really looking to find those lanes. Set each other up. Great passing here, keeping the ball dry.
And a goal right at the end of the shot clock on the near side. Good stuff from Academy. Believe that is Herzer.
Herzer taking his time up on his legs, and he leans a little bit left on that shot and finds his way around the field blocker and over the top hands of the goalie. Academy here in a really hard press. They're going to be looking to press to steal, try to create some sort of momentum heading into their offense.
Mokshanov over to Lowry. Into center. Good crash defense there from Academy, as Latero could not get all of that.
Great outlet pass from the goalie here, looking again to push that attack. See if they cannot create any offensive opportunities. But here's the risk with that. LA up, 1-on-1. Can he finish it? And he finds it off the forehead of Academy's goalie. That's the risk in pushing the offense, right? There's very small room for error because it feeds the opponent's offense.
Kelly able to get back for LA on defense there, and it's then it was then picked up by Rhodes. Like you said, a fantastic outlet pass down to Latero as he scores to put LA back up by 3.
Academy looking to work for their center, trying to find where to place the ball here.
Dodd across to Arkelian. And then up top for Larson. Back to Arkelian. Into center. And an exclusion in front is earned by Academy. That's Castillo in front earning the exclusion. Outside for Arkelian. Carnoan is kicked out for LA. Herzer on the near side, across, back door, no one home.
Looking for the opportunity, just not quite there. Again, this is them building those connections and really learning each other. When are you ready? What's the spacing look like? What does the timing look like? And how can we make those connections?
Under 5 minutes to play now in this game. A 3-goal lead for LA. They have the ball now, looking to extend that lead. Merchep has it up top, tries to fire one from deep, and it's blocked in front by Castillo. So good defense on one end from Academy. Let's see if they can turn it into some offense here as they try to gain some momentum. They send it up to Larson. Ball goes under and a turnover. And now Larson is going to pick up, I believe that is his third exclusion.
Here we are at the end of the game. Both teams giving full effort. You can feel there's a little bit of fatigue in the water here, and this is when you've got to stay really just kind of mentally balanced, right? So a little bit of fatigue, some rough play, and how do you stay about yourself and make sure you're not getting tangled up or in the fight?
Absolutely. LA is going to have a power play here. 16 seconds remain on the exclusion call to Larson. So we'll see what LA can come up with here on the power play. LA on the power play here as the ball comes near side to Vonderweit. Sends it up top for Blasov. Another exclusion on number 9. That is Arkelian. So 6 on 4 here for just a moment.
Academy having to figure out how to play D against that. It's a hard transition to go from 5 down to 4, and then you can see as they were swimming in, they were going back to 5 on 6, and again having to constantly kind of flow and figure out how do you cover in that time and space is not easy. And again, you're locked in on where the ball is, where your body position needs to be, but yet movements happening behind you and around you that you got to be aware of.
So a 4-goal lead now halfway through this fourth for LA.
LA still feeling comfortable in their lead and back in a zone defense, really forcing Academy to find their opportunities from the outside.
Yeah, not a lot of space in center. That ball is tipped out of play by Rhodes. Good defense from Loth as he keeps Joshua Tice tied up in that center position.
A new possession here for Academy. Be good for them to take advantage of this.
Herzer across the middle. Great hands. That ball does not go in.
And here's the thing about Academy. They're trying to find those small opportunities and thread the needle, but it's almost like it's one beat behind as they're like, okay, are you sure? Are you ready for this, right? As they're learning each other.
And the counterattack, LA so quick to get back.
Marichap just picking it up and firing it into the back of the cage.
Saw a lane, not too much traffic in front, as most players are still making that transition back to defense.
You can see, though, the way that Marichap thinks as a player, he's constantly looking for that kind of next opportunity in those small windows.
Always got his head on a swivel. Looking, yeah, looking. Pantaleon with it for Academy as he sends it over to Eric Hellion. And offensive.
Again, physical play out of the 2-meter position, either leading to an offensive or exclusions we're finding today, but a lot of effort going on.
A lob.
To my point, Marichap being future thinking and finding his way in front of the cage and not stopping there, head underwater completely, but finding his legs, popping up there and lobbing it just nicely over the goalie's head and out of reach.
Yeah, he made Schneider bite off that fake and then just send it over. As a goalie, that's tough.
That is a tough position.
Back to Pantaleon here. This game's starting to slip away from Academy as they are now down 6.
Regardless of the scoreboard, these are this really important repetition for Academy just to experience this time to play together.
Great save from Schneider and an exclusion on Pantaleon in center. Earned by Horman, and to the near wing for McCarroll.
Academy being pressured to get back into the, oh, great steal here.
Nice hands from Castillo to get in the passing lane. Picks it right out of midair.
And what I was speaking to here, Academy calls a timeout here with 1:52 left in the 4th quarter. Down by 6 points here, but again, another opportunity to talk about strategy. Think about how they're going to approach different game situations and, you know, things to look out for. Just another opportunity to get to know each other and connect.
Schneider starting things for Academy. As the ball goes over to Dodd in the near side. Hurricane, he earns the ordinary in the near corner. Sends it up top for Karkari. Karkari over to Dodd. Back to Karkari from deep, blocked in front by Schneider. Then stolen from behind. A nice play from Castillo.
Another opportunity here for Academy. They were looking to run double post just to see what they could get for themselves here.
Take it back up top for Karkari. Dodd into center, turning, shooting, and a 5-meter called. Penalty on Brosnan as Carter Loth was looking for a shot. Natakanian will shoot the 5-meter with 1:10 to go for Academy. And he puts that one past Rhodes.
Found himself out there on an island. No one was accompanying him out there. Finds the back of the cage.
Coppin now up to Miles O'Brien for LA. 60 seconds to go here as Brosnan earns the ordinary and sends it up top for Coppin again.
And LA is not letting down. There's good energy in this possession, lots of movement. Still looking for the opportunity.
Lots of chaos down at that 2-meter line as that shot comes in from Orman. It's blocked by Schneider and pops back out. Orman with it again.
Last possession here.
Schneider all the way down. Finds Arkelian right in front. And an exclusion earned by Dodd. Again, that shot is tipped.
Great look for that quick with 13 seconds left on the clock.
Penalty on Joshua Tice as Castillo that time earns the 5-meter for Academy with 10 seconds to play here. A well-organized play. A fantastic block from Rhodes, wow.
Blocked and landed right back in front of his hands so he could go for the second look.
LA wins this one. Speaks to the experience of the LA team that we talked about at the beginning.
No doubt a great game for Academy, again, to learn each other and gain repetition and experience. We're looking forward to watching them in Youth World Championships this summer in Belgrade in August. Best of luck to our guys there. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thanks for joining us here for our morning session. We'll be back, I believe, around 2:30, 2:40. And
we'll see you then.
Those games, I believe, are, yeah, we'll see. We've got Alumni and USC, followed by Olympic and Riptide. That will be here at Beckman High School in Irvine. We'll be live back here at USA Water Polo. Join us then. Have a good one.